Oi! So I'm out and about. I'm going to a screening of Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, and I'm meeting Philthy. I'm going to head over here to a Mexican place, get something to eat, and then head across to Fortitude Valley in Brisbane, in the mall, to a place called the New Globe Theatre and watch Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. I've seen it years ago, but Philthy's never seen it, so it should be fun. I thought, what the hell, I never normally do this, so follow me along. We'll meet up with Philthy in just a sec. Here we go, guys. So this is where we're going to eat. This Guzman place. Guzman and Gomez. Not bad. Bit of a chain around here. Here comes Philthy as we speak. Good day, sir.
Hey.
Good day.
Hello, do you like my shirt?
I love. Hey.
Thought it was kind of appropriate.
That's perfect, man. Nice one. You ready for some hookers?
Some hookers?
Hollywood
Always.
Chainsaw Hookers.
What about Gomez?
Guzman. Let's do it. I like a good Mexican. Let's do it, man. So here we go. I've got myself the old nachos. I get the nachos wherever I go. What's on the menu, Phil?
We have a beef burrito with guacamole.
Rock and roll. So what's your thoughts on, what do you think you're going to get into as far as the Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers?
Get into?
Yeah. What do you think you've signed up for?
I'll be knee deep in the cleavage and bare breasts.
And did you know that Gunnar Hansen, the original Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw, is in this film?
I did not know that.
Yeah, a bit of facts for you. Look for him. He's the old man with the beard.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how old he is in this film. Probably not that old.
I didn't think this movie was actually going to be scary.
Oh, it's not scary.
Excuse me.
That's not what it's all about. Anyway.
Great case, people.
I'm going to eat now. This is it, guys. We've reached the destination, the Globe Theatre. Never been here before. Oh, here we go. It's even going to turn on for us. You've been here before, haven't you?
See you, Dad.
What?
This is my dad.
Look at the bed.
Yeah, I've been here before. I was here just a couple of weeks ago to watch young Bret Harris, SS Sebastian as he's commonly known, or Ginger Minge.
Yeah.
Have a little solo gig here. It was very delightful.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
You can look him up on Facebook probably, could you?
You could, yes. SS Sebastian.
SS Sebastian.
Yeah.
He's alright, he's one of our mates.
He's not bad. He
alright.
goes alright.
He goes alright.
Yeah.
I was a bit rude, I didn't turn up. Meanwhile, I didn't get
You
an
had
invite.
a better offer.
So,
Oh, you didn't get an invite?
I didn't get an invite. Anyway, let's head into the Globe, see what's going on. Sounds like there's a band, but... It's good. Oh.
Is this seat good?
Perfect.
Will this do for viewing footage?
That's it, guys. Out of Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. What do you reckon, Phil?
It was pretty good. It was definitely watchable. I'll probably watch it again.
It was watchable. The one-liners. It was about the one-liners.
Yeah, classic one-liners.
And the flesh.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The flesh and the one-liners. It can be tedious. It can be tedious.
There were parts, yeah. There were.
And that's my memory of it as a kid, or whenever I watched it quite a few years back. I remember it being quite tedious.
Your dad showed you when you were a kid.
No. But yeah, no, it was good fun. It was good to see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
And it was fun to go to that venue.
In an old, dilapidated theatre.
Oh, dude, that was falling apart. It was awesome.
Yeah.
The seats were crumbling. Such a great venue. But yeah, it was a good night. Excellent
Hopefully
night.
there'll be another one soon.
Oh, well, I'm going to be keeping my...
cinema.
Totally, man. I'm keeping my eye out because on their Facebook page, it sounds like every month they have one or two, so keep an eye on that and do this a few more times.
Disappointed the director didn't make the other film that he was
I know, at the end...
conjuring up, Student Nurses.
Student Chainsaw Nurses?
Student Chainsaw Nurses.
Yeah, I don't think that exists. I've never heard of it. But it did say that at the end of the film.
Yeah.
Anyway, good night. Thanks, Phil.
Thank you.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Oi. So I had an awesome time tonight. Really enjoyed it going to see Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers with Philthy. And I plan to do that again. I've sort of joined a little thing on Facebook for some, people that live in Brisbane here in Australia. Apparently they hold these every now and again, and I plan to do this a bit more and go out and see some cool old horrors up on a big screen, albeit in little venues. But man, I had a great time. It was really cool. So it's the same night. I'm about to go to bed, but I have seen 3 really interesting movies in the last week. One sort of thrillerish type one, and the other 2 sort of horrors. I just thought I wanted to share them with you. This first one, The Illustrated Man. A friend of mine, T.French, he lent this to me. It's I don't own this one. Man, this is the sort of film, I've only watched it once, but it's the sort of film I think you need to watch again and again and again. I didn't get the whole lot of this, to be honest with you. I think this is a multi-watch sort of film. It's basically, it's sort of an anthology. There's a bunch of stories that are all melded together into one big story. 2 drifters meet, an old man drifter and a young drifter who's just starting off his drifting ways, I guess. And the old man at one stage takes off his shirt and his whole body is tattooed or illustrated. And not tattooed, he states that clearly. His body's illustrated. And then as the young drifter stares at the various tattoos on his body, these weird tales, he sort of sees things, or in his head, whether it's in his head or in his vision. Anyway, that's sort of how the anthology begins. It's this boy or young man looking at this old man's illustrated body, and the really weird and terrifying tales that come out of that. Like I said, I didn't totally get this film. I think this needs to be watched many times. I really enjoyed it, but yeah, really interesting film. I'd never heard of it before either. Then I watched this film, Wound, which is a New Zealand film, a psychosexual horror. This is, the cover looks really bloody and gory and looks like a big gore fest, and there are elements of that, but this is more, there's more to this film. It's sort of a real descent into madness. There's a woman struggling with events of her past, and with some very serious mental health issues going on here, and it's just messed up. It's really messed up, and not necessarily in a gory sense either. Just in the torment that's going on with this lady, the things she's dealt with in her past, which just keep coming around in circles, and just a really interesting film. I think looking at the cover, you'd think it's just a big splatter gore fest, but it's more to it than that. I really found it interesting. And then finally was this British film called Tony, and this one again is got the mental health theme running through it, and just a man's real loneliness and isolation. And he's a serial killer. That's the surface of it. This sort of goes beyond that. It's got some elements of a movie like Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. That rawness, that really stark vibe you get in Henry, you feel in Tony too, but they are different stories. This one's has small snippets of goriness, but you wouldn't watch this necessarily for the kills of the goriness. It's the really sort of sad, even tormented, lonely tale of Tony, who is seriously messed up. He has some hardcore mental health issues, social problems, etc. But yeah, really interesting. So all 3 of these, I just really dug all of them. Really interesting. You've got the mental health issues cropping up in this, and those sort of themes. And this one is just, if you want a movie that you're not going to get the first time, and you need to watch many times to really get into the thick of it, this is really quite an interesting film. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. It was an awesome night. Loved it. I'll be doing a lot more of it, and yeah, thanks very much for watching. See you next time.